just masking off these wheels here. About to bag the rotor. Pretty much the easiest method to do this is just wrap plastic in there. I usually use a piece of plastic about like this. Multiple ways you can do this. You can get in there with like 2-inch wide tape, go around. It's a lot more work though. So I've always done this method here, where you just feed it in here. It's fully wrapped around the rotor, and then I just tape the bottom of it so it holds together. If you're going to be doing wheels by gun, you need to make sure that you bag it really nice and tight, because there is air coming out of the gun, so it will cause it to flap around, such as like in here it can actually blow around and then touch the actual dip, the wet dip that's right here. So you want to make sure that you keep the bag pushed back far enough so that you're not getting the bag touching the dip. But if you're doing it by can, which is what I always do on standard colors on wheels, just because I'm that good at can, there's absolutely no difference for me between can and gun on wheels per se. So this is here's my prep. Now I'm gonna mask this guy off, which basically I just wrap tape around my finger backwards, slide it on over there, and I kind of just twist it up. I'm gonna do the same here for the lugs. I'm gonna spray over the top of the center cap, but peel just the Mazda so that the gloss black stays the rest of the color of the wheel. And the reason why you tape the outside edge of the tire is you basically the idea is you just spray up onto the tire on all 5 coats of the matte black with any color. You spray up onto the tire all 5 coats, and then when you're done you peel it off the tire, and it'll create a perfect edge all the way around the rim. You can't do better with note cards, anything. This is the best method to get the cleanest edges on your wheels. But the reason why you want to do the outside edges here is because what'll happen is the dip will get stuck in between the treads and everything, and yeah, the majority of it will peel off, but then there will actually be leftover stuck in between the treads. Now, if you're doing matte black, that's not really a big deal, but if you're doing a colored wheel, like say white, and you got white all the way around your edges, you might as well not even take a picture of it because it looks like shit. But there's a lot of other methods out there. If you're doing it on dry wheels, whereas like the tires themselves haven't been armor-rolled in a long time, it's a really good idea at this step is to go in with a brush and lightly put a really light coat of tire shine on the tire itself, and that will actually make the Plasti Dip just sit on top of the tire shine, and then when you go to remove it off the tire, it's effortless. Like, it will literally just lift off. I mean, you don't even, it works really well, but you can actually overdo that step, and if you do overdo the tire shine, the Plasti Dip will actually run off the tire shine, and it can actually join. It can actually bridge up onto the rim, and at that point you messed it up. I've been there. That's why I know this. So yeah, I usually always make a judgment call just by looking at the tires, and depending on how new the car is. I mean, it takes a long time for your tires to get so dry that the Classy Dip will just it'll come off in pieces at that point instead of a full ring. But there's that.